We are following breaking news out of Los Angeles. We're awaiting officials with the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department to start their press conference on the person they have in custody for the death of a deputy. Here's a live look at where authorities will be speaking any moment. Ryan Klinkenbroomer was killed Saturday night. He apparently stopped at a red light in his patrol car when the suspect ambushed him and shot the deputy in his head. A Good Samaritan found the 30-year-old unconscious. He died in the hospital just hours later. Rejoining us is Robert Almonte, former U.S. Marshal and retired Deputy Chief of the El Paso Police Department. Robert, we really appreciate you standing by for us. What are you expecting to hear from authorities about the person of interest in custody in this case?
Well, I expect them to talk about how he was captured. I don't know if they've already determined a motive, but I'm sure this person that was arrested definitely has a hate for police officers, for law enforcement officers. So the great news is that this person was captured relatively quick, and that sends a message to anybody out there that's even thinking about harming or killing a police officer, that you're not going to get away with it. The law enforcement officers are going to do whatever it takes to go after you, to find you and apprehend you. And I hope this sends a message to everybody that law enforcement officers risk their life day in and day out. I mean, this officer was at a red light, just at a red light, and he was killed. So law enforcement work is extremely dangerous. It's more dangerous now than ever before. So it's a really sad situation. My heart goes out to the family and friends of the officer and all the coworkers.
Do you believe, as you mentioned, Robert, that this solely was violence against the police? Is that what you were anticipating to be the main motive in this case?
Yes, I would be surprised if it's not. I can't think of another reason why somebody would do something like this. When I was the United States Marshal for the Western District of Texas, we actually had a very similar incident occur here in San Antonio, where a sheriff deputy was also at a red light. Somebody pulled up next to him and just unloaded a lot of rounds and killed him instantly. So it's very sad. And then this person went off and told a friend, he bragged about how he killed a police officer. So this is not the first time, and unfortunately it won't be the last time.
And what does sentencing look like in a case like this? If this person is brought to justice, brought through the criminal justice system, what are the potential implications?
Well, first of all, he's facing a life sentence, possible death sentence. Killing a police officer is a capital offense. So those are the things that he's looking at. Now, the other questions that are going through my mind is I'm wondering about the history of this person that they arrested. Has he had a history of violence before, especially violence against police officers? Has he been in jail? More importantly, has he done things that he should have been in jail? And this would never have happened in the first place. So those are the questions that I have.
Are you surprised with how quickly they were able to get somebody into custody in this situation? At last check, I know they had a description of a vehicle. It was unclear whether or not there was a license plate they were working off of, but just based on a vehicle description, being able to bring somebody into custody relatively within hours, what's your reaction?
Yeah, well, as soon as this happened, the glove came off. And law enforcement officers use everything at their disposal, technology. So there's no doubt in my mind that they immediately began reviewing all of the cameras in the area. And also there's a possibility that maybe someone called the police and let them know who did it, as was the case that happened here in San Antonio, where that person was told by the shooter that he did, and that person called the police, and that's how we apprehended him.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.